The social sanctuary is an experimental, creative, immersive experience for the influential visionary lady who plays by her own design and by her own rules. If you've ever felt like traditional leadership or traditional work is a bit stiff, strategic, and slightly allergic to joy, then, my dear, you've just found your person. So the social sanctuary is a creative, soulful, slightly rebellious corner of the online space where curiosity leads, wisdom laughs, and legacy wears comfy loungewear and slippers. Here, success isn't something you chase. It's something that you design. And leadership is less about performing power, but more about playing with perspective through the power of your wisdom and leading others with your lived experience and expertise. So your first stop will be in the Legacy Mini Pod. Here you're going to decode your design, no self-judgment at all, and lab coats are optional. Think of this as your entry into the playful portal of self-discovery. It's short, sweet, and slightly disruptive. A playful and creative adventure into the art of being unapologetically you. It's the beginning of the journey where your wisdom gets recognized, activated, and invited into meaningful contribution. In the Legacy Mini Pod, you'll unlock your Legacy Activation Code, which is the energetic key to the theme of your legacy contribution work, and also the role that you play to bring this out into the world. You also get to access private mini audio transmissions by myself, reflecting on feminine power, purpose, and presence. You'll also access audios about my CCC Legacy Framework, which are the 3 key pillars required to building and expanding your legacy contribution work. Contribution, continuity, collaboration. An opportunity to have your questions answered personally by myself based on your customized legacy activation guide that you receive whenever you join. And you also get to discover your collaborative archetype. So you discover the power of your legacy work through the Legacy Mini Pod. And it's not self-improvement, it's self-remembrance and recognition, because your brilliance doesn't need fixing. It just needs decoding. Your stop 2 will be the Legacy Collab Lab, where the wise come to experiment, fail gloriously, and find their flow. And once you've decoded your design in the Legacy Pod, you'll step into the Legacy Lab, which is the heart of the social sanctuary. This is where we swap perfection for play, plans for prototypes, and ego for evolution. Here you get to test new ideas like mad scientists of the soul. You can build creative experiments, projects, alongside other visionary women like yourself, and you could turn your mistakes into memes and failures into experience. You continued to decode your design and explore the inner depths of your gifts, talents, business synergy codes, success codes, and authentic self-expression, because this isn't about proving your power, it's about playing with it. The Legacy Lab is where collaboration becomes your superpower, curiosity becomes your compass, and leadership becomes an art form, not an obligation. And the last stop, the Legacy Lounge. It's an exclusive safe space for women who lead with depth but laugh often. So after the Legacy Collab Lab, you come into the lounge, and this is where your digital sanctuary reflects how your cycles and your renewal. And it's a space where your wisdom lands, your creativity breathes, and your evolution slows down and is shared with ease and flow with aligned collaborators. Inside you'll find soulful reflection circles and cozy conversations, perspective prompts that make you go, oof, that's me. And because, here's the truth, your leadership doesn't need to be loud to be legendary. Your impact doesn't need to be fast to be felt, because you are the legacy. You're basically just remembering how to embody everything you've decoded so far within the lounge. So the social sanctuary, this is not a program. It's a playground, and it's not a course, it's a conversation. And it's definitely not another 10 steps to your next level thing. This is a feminine ecosystem designed for the woman who is done with over trying, overdoing. Just loves depth, laughs easily about herself as well, and knows she leads best when she's curious, connected, and a little bit unconventional. She has a visionary mindset and is open to new systems like the human design and the gene keys to bring forth the perspectives that shift the way you think and lead others to do the same. So our guiding principles are curiosity over certainty. We ask better questions instead of chasing better plans. Experimentation over perfection, because everything is a test, right? Reflection over reaction. We accept rest as part of the experimenting and creative process. It's not because you're being lazy. Play over pressure, because honoring our nervous system is the new business strategy. So the journey cycle in the social sanctuary is, you can tell the growth isn't linear. Cyclical, rhythmic, and awakening. So in the sanctuary, you'll move through different seasons of awakening, which starts off in the mini pod, experimentation in the collab lab, and then embodiment in the lounge. Your legacy doesn't live in what you build, it lives in how you become. So I invite you to, if you're open-minded enough, to play with new perspectives. And if you're willing to experiment with your evolution instead of forcing it, and if you can laugh at your own transformation while it's happening, then you're exactly the kind of woman this sanctuary was built for. No judgment, there's no hustle, no pretending, just real women exploring their brilliance. One experiment, one conversation, one giggle at a time. So your first step, what is it? Yep, the Legacy Mini Pod. Your only rule is bring your curiosity and leave your self-judgment at the door. So the social sanctuary is where wisdom plays, leadership breathes, and you begin to align with your life's work and legacy.